Hello, friends. Welcome to my channel. It's Barb at Inspirational and Crass. Welcome to those of you that have subscribed. I cannot thank you enough for that. I so appreciate it. And for those of you that are just now stopping by, thank you so much. And I hope that I can put out a word of inspiration because my channel is Inspirationals and Crass. And as an older person, I just want to throw out some good, positive, and godly reasoning and things that we experience in this life. If you're of any age at all, you know that things that up and down and all kinds of circumstances and all kinds of reasonings. And then some things we do and we think, oh, why did I do it that way? Why did I say it that way? Or why did they say it that way? So there's things that I'm pulling out of my my studies down through the years and the church services and meetings that has always helped me. And sometimes, though, I need refreshed. I need refreshed too. So as I'm speaking these things to you all, I'm refreshing myself too. And well, I want to apologize for sounding so stopped up, but right before I started to film, I had a sneezing spell. I call them spells. And I sneezed 7 times in a row. Just bam, bam, bam. Then I went to coughing. I do have a cough drop in my mouth, so I hope I can. I'm just real backwoodsy anyway, and adding a cough drop to my vocabulary doesn't help any. But I just want to thank you all for stopping by and listening. And these subjects that I've been talking about, they're just little mini series, but they're so much in depth, much more in depth. And resentment was one of them, criticism. And I noticed a lot of people really watched the one on criticism. And it was just a mini series. So I think I might dig out some more because it's, we need that. We need to know how to handle it. And we need to know how to, if it's constructive criticism, how to accept it, how to improve. If it's just down and outright ugly, mean criticism, how to avoid it, how not to let it eat us, just eat on us. Because there's a lot of things that are just, there are people that are just downright jealous. And you think, well, who could be jealous of me? Well, maybe they are. And I just want to help. I just want to help. And when you, I keep saying this, especially older people, we feel, well, I think I can speak, not for everybody, no, but a lot of older people feel that they don't have anything to offer or nobody wants to listen to me. Well, even if younger people doesn't want to listen to you, there's all of us older people that we like to hear, how are you handling things? Have you gone through this before? Can you help me here? Or is there something that I can help you with? There's always some need for helping. So yesterday, I talked on Easter, just some on Easter. But the day before, I'm doing this little series on how people want to be treated. And I still got my book, and I do have to read it. I apologize for that because there's a lot of material here that I just can't memorize. And I apologize again for my clock. It's a time clock, and it makes about the time I'm doing my video, it decides it wants to talk too. One thing, the first thing was that people want to be treated with friendliness. Talked about that. And then 2 was people wanted to feel like they are worth, they got value. And then 3 was people wants to be listened to. We all want to be listened to. When somebody's speaking, telling you something, they're wanting you to listen. And there's been different experiences that I've had where I'm talking to somebody, they're looking somewhere else. So I know they're not really, it's not that they, well, I hope it's not that they're being, just purposely being disrespectful. Maybe my timing was wrong talking to them. I'm trying to work on giving people the benefit of the doubt when something like that occurs. But here's the thing. I'm checking myself to make sure I don't do that. Because if there's someone walks in the room that I need to talk to them, but somebody's telling me something, and I'll glance over there and I know that I need to grab that person and talk to them about something, I've been guilty of doing the same thing. So those are things we really need to watch and to be careful on. So today, the next one is people want to be appreciated. Don't you want to be appreciated? Boy, I do. How many times in your lifetime, if you've worked out in the public, or even if you haven't, in your family, raising your family, or I don't know your ages, if you're raising your family now, but I've heard down through the years, people say my bosses, this company just don't appreciate me. They don't appreciate what I do. They're not paying me enough for what I do. And then the family, there'll be someone, you feel it. Maybe they don't say it, but you feel unappreciated. So there's both sides. Are we appreciating the people that we're around? Are we appreciating the things we have? Do we complain because we don't have such and such, and somebody that you know that you've known for a long time and they don't do any more as far as working or, putting out much effort, and they've got more? Several different times down through the years, I have said to people, you don't know how much debt they're in. Just because somebody's flashing something out in front of you and you see that, you don't know how much debt they're in. So appreciating what we have physically, but being appreciated and appreciating other people. One thing it says, the deepest longing in human nature is the craving for appreciation. I like to be appreciated. Don't you? Give people the words of praise and appreciated that they crave, and people will love you for it. It's the truth. You can be at a store and the cashier's just got a growl on, and you can tell they've had a bad day. Man or woman had a bad day. But you can give them a compliment. If it's a female, you love their blouse or their outfit or their hairdo. If it's a male, that you appreciate their help putting your whatever. I'm trying to think of things at the grocery store. I'm not telling you to make up something. It has to be genuine. And even just a smile or a thank you. Now, I have been around people that it doesn't matter if you smile or you hugged them or massage their back. They just don't seem to be wanting any dealings. They just, you know what I'm saying? But to give someone praise and appreciation, the majority of us, young and old, especially us that are getting older, we want to be appreciated. And that our thoughts and our opinions count. Rather there's anything done out of that, ideas, but to be appreciated that you vocalized, you participated, you had an idea. So people want to be built up and edified. We do. We have a longing for that. That was my timer. Hold on one second and I'll be right back. Thank you. I was making coffee. I'm going to just insert this. I had a coffee. I think it was a Black & Decker coffee, but I had it a long time. And the thing went out last year. And I kept thinking, well, I'm really a coffee drinker. So I can't remember at the time why I didn't just go get one. But there was something that was really inconvenient at that time for me to go get it or find one that I liked. And I have two coffee pots that you brew your coffee on the stove. It's not electric. It's just, you boil your coffee. And anyway, one's aluminum and one is glass. Well, at the time, I thought, well, I'm just going to pull one of them out until I can get to where I can go get me a new coffee brewer. And I fixed that coffee. And it was so good. It takes longer. It takes longer. It's brewing on the stove. So I did, 2 or 3 days, and then I went a week. I thought, well, now it only holds, one of them's only 9 cups. I think the other one's 8, which is plenty. But I drink it all day. I mean, not all day. I drink it, I work. But I drink it on my break. Drink it for breakfast. I always have plenty. Of course, when I have company, I try not to make this too long. Then I go ahead and brew me up a couple pots, or use both pots, or I'll brew me up a couple of pots of it and put it in my thermos jugs, and then just don't worry about having the coffee pot. Okay, enough of that. But that's what you heard. The timer was on because the coffee was done. So getting back to, we want to praise and edify, build up. We want to build up people. And when we do that, it always comes back. It always comes back. There's scriptures that says, what you sow is what you reap. If you're sowing kindness, there'll be some, it may not be the same person, but there will be kindness returned to you. And so we do live in a world of put downs. Now listen to this. This was written in 1985. We live in a world of put downs, stress and hurry all around us. You start building up and edifying them, and then you're going to stand head and shoulders above others. This has amazed me since I had pulled this little book back out that was given to the youth in 1985 at my church when they had a youth meeting. And then we got, the grown, older ones got to purchase a copy of it. And I haven't pulled this out for a long time. 1985, and the speakers that was speaking to our youth, we live in a world of put downs, stress, and hurry. It's today. It's today. It has not changed. The only thing that's changed is there's a whole lot more people that you deal with. There's close to 8 billion people on this earth. Well, maybe you're not around 8 billion people, but the people that you are around, people that you don't know, people that you have to deal with, it is unreal. Unreal of how there's put downs. And then this here is a poem. It doesn't say the author. Usually I just read the ones or that are, you can read legally, or where it says unknown. It says the human touch. It's the human touch in this world that counts. The touch of your hand on mine. That does far more to the human heart than shelter or bread or wine. For shelter's gone ere the night is over, and bread lasts only a day. But the clasp of the hand and the sound of the voice go on in the heart always. Isn't that beautiful? When you affirm someone by positive words, it creates a bond of goodwill and good feeling between you. There's a good time to use your tongue. This is a good time to use your tongue for good and not for evil. This is so important. So important. The Bible says, and I've spoken of this before, it's in Proverbs 18:21. Death and life is in the power of the tongue. Words can kill a person and destroy them. And children, we can destroy our children, our grandchildren. We can destroy our husband, our wives. We can destroy at work and leave such a harsh bitterness. People hurt us too. But if we can learn to give this gentleness, I'm not saying this is easy, because it's not. Only with the Lord can we do these things. And then it says also teaches that evil words destroy, but godly words will build up a person. This is found in Proverbs 11:9. Don't see what is wrong with people, but start seeing the good that is in them and what they can become, especially the saints of God. We might be looking at a future overcomer. You know, sometimes it's real hard to see anything good in a person. And I don't mean that to be mean and hateful. I'm hoping that nobody feels that way about me, and I hate to feel that way about someone. Every once in a while, though, you'll encounter somebody where it's not just you just meet them one time and you don't know them anymore. That's not what you couldn't possibly feel in your heart that they're no good, or there's no good in them. I mean, but if it's someone that you encounter all the time, day in and day out, or you see often, and you just can't seem to find any good in them. Well, maybe a tongue of appreciation spoken to them. Maybe it'll break up the crust around their heart. It's just a thought. Maybe approaching it. And I'm talking to myself here. Maybe they just haven't experienced anybody appreciating them. And so they just live it the way they want to live. I'm going to stop there on this, because there's a little bit more to this. Matter of fact, there's quite a bit more. I hope this is helping someone in their everyday life. So the human touch, the appreciation, and this one was people want to be appreciated. That goes along with what people want in this life. So I hope it's helping. And thank you again for stopping by. Thank you for subscribing. And if you like it, subscribe and like. I want to continue to put these things out, because it doesn't matter your age. It does not matter your age. When I think back, just like I said a while ago, this was 1985. And the speakers here were telling the youth these things. And that's, I figured it up the other day. Most of those youth were 16, 17, 18 years old back then. That was in our church. They're 40 and 45 years old now. They probably have got grandkids. But hopefully they can remember these things back in their younger days. But to think that they were being taught these things, and was still is so needed today. It doesn't matter your age. This was taught to the 16, 17, 18-year-old. So I'm telling whoever's listening, it doesn't matter if you are, I mean, I don't know if anybody 16 or 17 or 18 would be listening to what I'm saying. But thank you if you are. Or if you are now 40 or 45. Or if you're 60 or 70. In your 70s like I am. I still need it. I need to be reminded continually, because I want to live right. I want to live clean and holy. But I want people to see the Lord in me. You know, you can just hammer about the Lord in your life. But if you live it, that does more good than anything. So, and if the door of opportunity comes over and they ask you, you got an opportunity to talk to them about it. So anyway, thank you. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for listening. And there's more to come. There is more to come. Take care of yourself. Have a good evening. I will get back with you later.